Hello, welcome to this predictions video. We're going to preview QPR's game against Luton away on Sunday. Also, obviously, a massive game for QPR. I mean, it seems like I'm saying that a lot at the moment, but every game does seem to be a massive game. But, particularly this one, given the circumstances, Luton's win against Coventry on Tuesday put them ahead of QPR in the league table. So they're now sixth, I believe, and QPR just outside in seventh. So it's a real big game for both clubs and could be key in deciding who ends up in the playoffs at the end of the year. I mean, Luton are coming into this game in really good form as well. I mean, they've won 4 of the last 5 under Nathan Jones. I mean, from QPR's perspective, they'll be hoping to get Lyndon Dykes back. He's missed, obviously, the last 4 games with a knock. But Seny Dieng, he will be out for quite a while, potentially most of the rest of the season, if not all. So that will mean David Marshall starts in goal. What do you think, Kev? Does Warburton throw Dykes straight back into the team if he's fit? Would you like to see him do that? And what other sort of things would you like to see with the team selection?
Regarding Dykes, will he play? The thing Andre Gray scored, but this is also his former team, so he might be thinking, might want to have, you go back to your former team and he sort of gives you a little bit of a lift to sort of show that team what you're still all about. If Lyndon Dykes is fit and had the full training, why not play 2 of them up front? Who knows? But I know it's going to be a tough game. Luton on a really good form. Would I say QPR have got better players than Luton? Yes, I would. I would categorically say that. Will Luton be hard to beat? I think, yeah, very direct. Big team, good from set pieces. I played for Luton and I played for QPR at Luton. Very good atmosphere there. They get right behind their team. They'll be really up for it. There's maybe over 1,000 QPR fans. So it's a really good atmosphere there at Luton. It's really small, tight ground. I think it's a really good game. I think it will be. I think I would take 1-1 and we'll go 1-1. I think that will be a good result for QPR. Just don't. This is a game where you don't lose. You don't lose because there's a gap. So 1-1. We'd be sort of saying, if I was in the changing room before the match and if I was sort of the older professional, we'd be saying, lads, we don't lose this game. You do not lose this game. And that would be like when I played with Alan McDonald and Ray Wilkins, they'll be saying things similar to you. They'll give it, we do not lose this game. Whatever happens, we get something out of the game. So that's what the QPR's mentality is. QPR play to their potential, can definitely win the game. I'm going to go 1-1.
Sat on the fence there a little bit with both sets of fans of your former clubs, don't you? Don't want to rile either.
I'm a QPR fan. Don't worry.
Yeah, I know. I'm only joking. Ian, what? I mean, obviously QPR. I say it wasn't really comfortable, was it? I mean, the scoreline looked comfortable, but Luton did cause some problems earlier in the season. Obviously 2-0, with Austin scoring as well. What are you kind of expecting from this one, and what would you like to see Warburton do with the team selection?
I mean, a very tight game. I mean, they're punching above their weight, Luton. They've done very well, to be fair to them. I thought Rangers won that game reasonably comfortably early in the season. They had a few chances.
Yeah, I thought Luton, it was less comfortable than the scoreline suggested. But yeah, I mean, 2-0, it was... Yeah.
I'd be starting Charlie Austin in this game.
Right.
He scored in his last 3 games against Luton. If you remember back to his first game back after rejoining, that was against Luton.
Yeah.
This game today feels very similar to that game last season when Warburton needed a win. Austin came on, they won the game 2-0, kind of got kicked off that sort of those winning run of games. I would play Charlie in this game just for that reason alone. He scores against them.
Tight pitch. Yeah, you're right. Tight pitch, small pitch.
Yeah. And I think they'll be wary of that he always scores against them. But I think you need your big players this week. You need your Johanssons, the Austins, the real characters around the squad. They got to get something out of this game. Can't lose this game. And they're a better team than Luton. They've got better players. They're going to be up for it. It is going to be a nasty, hostile atmosphere there. It's midday kickoff. It's going to be hard. But if Rangers play to their best, they'll win. But if they play like they did in the second half against Cardiff, they'll lose. So I'm going to back them to. They're going to have an 8-day break to get that last week out of their system. They're going to train all week, be prepared. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win.
Very nice. I wouldn't be surprised if we see, I mean, I'm not based on any intel. I just got a feeling that maybe he goes to 2 up top again. I wouldn't be surprised if Charlie Austin does start and maybe puts Gray alongside him and sort of Dykes comes off the bench. Obviously, he's been out for a while, so I'm not sure it'd be go straight back in. But then I think if Dykes is fit enough, my sort of inclination would be.
I played this. It's a tight pitch. It's a tight pitch, so I can see what regarding Dickey. I think they're pretty good from corners.
Yeah,
good set piece. You need your headers of the ball playing because they are dangerous from corners. Tight pitch. So Austin, there ain't much running to do.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Yeah,
he might play.
Yeah, I definitely think he could start. I think I wouldn't be surprised to see Warburton go for this one. I mean, I'd say it's a must-win game, but like I say, it's probably a must-not lose. I think if they lose, then there's even more ground, isn't there? I mean, they can still make it up. It's not over.
You don't really want to be going to Forest knowing you really have to
exactly.
win.
Yeah.
The ground that they got a terrible record at against a side that's playing really well.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of the season left, but like I say, this game does have the massive feeling around it. I think I'm going to go with a draw as well. I think it will be a tight game, but I think it might be a bit high scoring. I could see both sides sort of going for it. Hopefully, so sometimes these games can be a little bit cagey, but I'm hoping that won't be the case. So I'm going to go for 2-2. I think that would be a decent result for QPR as well. Let us know what your predictions are in the comments below and leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That'd be great. And we'll be back again soon.